Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Just wanted to let you know I'm in Mexico now. I've been here for a couple days and probably be leaving tomorrow. But I'm in southern Mexico and it's hot. It's real hot. And I've got some friends down here, and I stop to see them whenever I come through. And but anyway, it was wild. They were telling me that they've been victimized, and what happened is this is what they're thinking. The bandits came from out in front, came up over, and came down right here. And what they did is, these are bedrooms, and yeah, you can see it. They got a fan, and then they'd be sleeping. And what they did when the fan was running, I said the fan would be running like that, they sprayed something, and everybody was already in bed asleep, but when they sprayed it, they stayed asleep. And when they woke up the next day, what happened is all their cell phones were gone. They stole their cell phones. They opened up all the drawers, just like they ransacked the place, while everybody was still in bed. And so I'm thinking, boy, that's a first for me. That's the first. I've never, in the movies you see this kind of stuff, but I've never come across anybody that's had that type of an experience. And what happened when they woke up the next day, they were drooling, so they knew they were drugged through the night. But it's really kind of spooky. Now they got a dog. The dog's still learning how to do their job, and it's 5 months old, so they're learning. And but see, they don't have you see, there's no glass in the windows. It's just bars to keep people out. But like I say, you see these bars, there's no glass. Down here, they don't put glass in the windows. But I'm not quite sure. I told them, what do you call it? Motion detector. And for me, I would have it back here, and I would have it in front of the house. And I've talked about using a motion detector on the outside of your house. And really all it's going to do is just a beep, beep, not a siren or anything, just a beep. And that lets you know that somebody's there. Not so much you're going to do anything, but at least you know there's somebody there. And then I also mentioned about the car alarm. And, so you can just push the panic button and get the thing going. Even though I don't know if that would have done them any good on that particular thing. But if they had the motion detector with a buzzer and someone woke up with the buzzer, you have them in the front of the house. People walk in front of the house all the time. It's no big deal. But when the buzzer buzzes back here, it would be a different story. Now they got the dog, they got cats, so that might be something that's going to set off your alarm. So I'm still thinking about how to counter something like that. Like most things, you have to make lifetime or lifestyle changes if you're going to plan on protecting yourself from different situations. Now, even same thing, like this particular thing, we're talking about trying to protect their house from invaders. Okay, but so they have to make some kind of lifestyle changes. It'd be the same if you're wanting to save money for a financial future. You have to come up with a plan, and you're going to have to make some lifestyle changes. Instead of spending all your money every payday, you set money to the side so you can eventually start mounting up saving something. That's where I do the gold and silver. Talking about gold and silver, I crossed the border, and when I crossed the border, for some reason, I don't know why, normally I stand out so much that normally they look at me and they say, this guy, I'm so obvious, they leave me alone. This time I was shocked. When I was crossing the border, they had me stop. I held up all the traffic. Traffic was way backed up. And they took everything out of my car and started going through everything. And by now, you all know I carry some weird stuff. And it was funny because even though they found all my weird stuff and they wanted to know what all this stuff was, and was it illegal or not, I don't know. But they didn't charge me for anything. And now I didn't have any firearms, and I didn't have any bullets. And those are the things you for sure don't want to have in Mexico. And I didn't have any firearms or bullets with me. So, but I had everything else. And they would find this stuff. They wanted to know what it was and why you have it, why you use it, why you need it. And it was, I say, the gold and silver. They found the gold and silver. They had no idea what it was. Well, they knew it was gold and silver, but they didn't know how to use it, what it's worth. They didn't have any idea of any of this stuff. They found my magic stuff. Talking about the lights. I had the magic lights. And the eyeball. They found my eyeballs. And so it was very, very neat. Personally, I wasn't scared about being arrested. I wasn't worried about going to jail. I told you they picked me up once in the Guatemala airport and the Cuban airport for whatever, I don't know. I don't speak the language. So. And so this time it was kind of the same thing. They got me, and why they got me, I don't know. We had a lot of fun, so they were women that were going through my car. So they just had a lot of fun. Every time they'd find something, well, what's this? How do you use that? So, I mean, it was real funny. And one spoke just a little bit of English, so we had a lot of fun. And like I say, this is what I say, whenever you cross borders, immigration and stuff like that, you always want to just go along with them, don't worry. Even it's the same thing when you're American coming into the United States. I've had the Americans do the same thing with me. They'll stop me and they'll take everything out of my car and stuff like that. Hey, I just go along with it. Remember, the thing is, you're not an American until after you get past these people. So don't try to act like a hard nose or whatever. And it was funny because everything they found in my car, it says NoStressMike.com. And a lot of stuff I have says NoStressMike.com. And so, I mean, they just, and that is in Spanish. People know what that means in Spanish. So we had a lot of fun. But I say it probably took it was over 3 hours. And the good thing was we were in the shade. The bad thing was everybody was waiting for me. The cars were backed up. It was wild. And in the United States, what they do is pull you off to one side and then start going through your stuff. This one here, they just stopped everything. And I was shocked that they did that. And like I say, I don't know. Maybe they were looking for something. Maybe somebody said some Americans coming through is doing something. I don't know. But it was an adventure. And I say I had time. It was about noon, so it wasn't I was rushed for time. But anyway, I just wanted to share it with you. Like I say, I am in southern Mexico, and I'm going to be continuing my adventure. I'm not quite sure what to expect. My check engine light came on. I had some vibration there for a while, and then it went away. So I'm not sure what's happening in the way of the car, and I'm fully loaded. So so far I've been really lucky. I haven't had any breakdowns out in the middle of nowhere. But I've got probably about 4 or 5 days of tropical jungle and desert to drive through still. So we're going to find out what's going to happen. And there's towns. I'll probably go through 2 or 3 towns every day. Pretty good sized towns every day. 2 or 3 towns, providing everything goes well. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know, give you an update what's going on. I'll try to get this uploaded tonight and see what happens. Right, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.